shit right before we started. Getting everything acclimated here. Making sure everything's good to go, which it looks like it is. Let me get my Twitch deal up as well. That way I can say hey to Freak 5 and Scotama and whoever else shows up there.
They still go on Twitch.
Huh?
They still go on Twitch a lot.
Yeah, because they don't have one of them. Freak doesn't have access to YouTube for some reason.
That's weird.
All right. There we go. I got the Twitch stream up and running. Looks like we're good to go. Oh, all right. A couple minutes here, and then we'll get going. Got Eric with me. I got Bernie with me.
I don't know if anybody's actually listening right now.
What's that?
Is anybody even in either of your chats?
Nobody yet, but the notifications don't usually go out for another minute or two. So it takes a little bit. But I say we go ahead and get started so we can get this news out of the way, Eric. What's up, Jackie? Oh, yeah, Daisy's here too. Bernie's here as well, Jackie. And we have Eric as well. But she's being lazy, Jackie. She's like laying right there. That's where Daisy is, right there, Jackie. I wish you could see her, but she's being lazy. But thank you for stopping by, Jackie. Really appreciate it.
Got a rest of her all day before pie chase.
Well, yeah. I mean, she's going to be chasing birds and cats and whatever else she can chase. She does pretty good on walks. She's learning. She's still kind of a pup, so she's only a year old. So she's learning, but she's learning quickly. All right, let's go ahead and get this party started. Let me go ahead and... You ready to go, Eric?
Yeah.
You ready, Bernie? Yeah? All right, here we go. Hold on. Here we go. And welcome everybody to episode, what is this, 856 of RPGrinders. I'm your host, Frank Branches, alongside my trusty cohort, Eric the Great. Breakman the Bold will be here soon enough. And we also got the Bernie B is in the house. What's up, Bernie? She's right there. You see, she's way back here.
Hi.
She doesn't want to come up here because of all the cords and crap that are here. We're going to have a good show for you guys today. Not a lot of news, stuff like that, but I think we're going to have a good time. So, Eric, how are you, sir?
I'm fine.
Just
A little tired.
Yeah. You sound tired, dude. You sound really tired.
Day.
Freak 5's in the Twitch chat. What's up, Freak 5? Nice to have you. Jackie is here in the YouTube. Jackie. In the YouTube. Yeah. What's up, Jackie? Nice to have you here. Nice to have Freak 5 here. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get started with the news.
RPG news.
All right, Eric, let's go ahead and have you start with the first news story of the day.
First news story is Action RPG Stupid Never Dies, which is on October 21st for PlayStation 5 and PC, co-published by Sega. GP Track 50 has announced that Action RPG will launch on October 21st for PlayStation 5 and PC. Additionally, they said they are also entering a co-publishing agreement with Sega to publish and distribute the game worldwide.
I don't.
But this game is kind of weird. Just like the premise is that you're someone who is murdered, and now now that they're undead, they find out that their girlfriend might be next, so they want to try to save their girlfriend. But they get sent to the lowest level of hell because I guess you got banished. They're trying to tell your girlfriend out, and she freaks out. I guess she just condemned you to hell or something.
Are they using the Persona engine on this?
No, it's a very different game.
Oh, because it kind of has that vibe to me, like I don't know, like the music, and then I'm just like, this is the first time I've ever seen this game, Eric.
Someone, I don't know what the hell they were fucking on, but they said that it reminded that they didn't seem impressed with it because they thought it was trying to be Lollipop Chainsaw. It's like, are you all high? There's nothing about this game that reminds me of Lollipop Chainsaw other than the fact that you're now the boyfriend who's a zombie.
Yeah. Freak Five says Bertie doesn't want to sit by Frank because of how he smells. You're exiled, you son of a bitch.
I
Yeah,
like how he smells.
get out of here. I always smell good. I
I
don't know what he's
know.
talking about. What's wrong with you?
And the rest of this article is about how the game standard edition will be priced at $50, and there's a special edition that comes with DLC nonsense.
Yeah. All right. Let's move. Is there anything else on that, Eric?
No, that's pretty much it.
All right. Next story comes to us from RPGsite.net. Demons Night Fever. That's the sequel to Saturday Night Fever. I don't know if you guys knew that. Releases simultaneously worldwide on October 22nd. Pre-orders available now. Let's go ahead and take a quick peek at Demons Night Fever. It's sort of like Demons Souls, Eric, remember? You know how they named it like that. But let's see if there's any gameplay. Yeah, it looks like there is gameplay. This game looks pretty all right. What is it? Let's see. It's a speed run focused simulation RPG. Okay, I'm lost. I'm done. The more you die, the stronger you become. Oh, then I'd be the strongest person ever.
This game has like zillion. Yeah, I think it was called Trillion. That's what it was. Trillion was a RPG made by Idea Factory, I think. It has a similar concept.
Yeah. I mean, it's stylish. I'll give it that for sure. Looks very, very stylish. Pre-orders for
It's also being developed by the person who started the Disgaea franchise.
Yeah. All right.
After leaving NIS.
Oh, that's right. That's right. All right, Eric. Next story, please.
Next story is Super Robot Wars Z2 Ruination Remastered is coming worldwide, which is weird because there was Z. That was a game that came out on the PlayStation 2, and then Z2, which is this game, it's a PSP game, was split into two parts. So yeah, hoping they're planning on doing both of them. But then there was Z22, which was also a sequel to this game. Or I mean Z3, sorry, which also was two parts.
Yeah. Breakman's in the house. What's up, Breakman?
Hey, how you doing?
You're very low
Sorry, I'm still
volume.
Yeah.
Very low volume, Break.
My bad. I'm still like setting up. Let me see if I can change that.
Yeah, no worries,
I'm
dude.
hearing echoes.
Yeah, we got echoes, Break.
Break.
Okay, no echoes now, which is good. There's Break. Let's see.
But that's it for this article, unless you want to hear all of it.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Let's move on to. Let me get the other article up here for everybody to see. Oh God, what am I doing here? I'm going crazy. I still got the echo break. I don't know what's going on there.
Mute it.
Hold on, let me mute. Can we still hear the echo? No, we're good.
Yeah, it's coming from Breakman.
Yeah, it's coming from you, Break. I don't know what's going on there. All right. Here, let me unmute. Oh, I can't. Okay, here we go. Next story comes to us from RPGsite.net, and it is Attack on Titan 3 launches on December 10th for the PS5, Xbox Series X, S, and X, Switch 2, and Steam. So that's the reveal there. I'm gonna fast forward. I mean, it looks really pretty. I mean, I didn't play either. I was very curious about the first two games. Were either any good, Eric?
They're decent enough. But, like, the problem with Attack on Titan and Attack on Titan 2 and Attack on Titan 2 Final Battle is that you might as well just play Final Battle because it covered most of the story up until then.
Yeah.
And it's a different story mode that is better than the first games.
Got
Or by first game, I mean the first Attack on Titan 2.
Got you.
Or the first game, Attack on Titan.
I got you. Freak 5 is exiled a second time. Says Frank smells like Depends, butterscotch, disc, farts, and weed. Is that true, Bernie?
No.
Okay, well, see, there you go.
Maybe a little scent of weed.
Maybe. Maybe a little hint of weed.
Maybe, but yeah, other than that, no.
Yeah.
No poo or pee or Depends.
Ugh. Are you thinking of Donald Trump minus the weed, Freak 5? Breakman, I think you muted yourself, dude, just to let you know. Because we can't hear you at all.
No, I'm trying to stop the echo effect.
Oh, I got you. Okay, you just continue working on while we work through the news, buddy. All right. Oh, let me mute you. Break. Hold on. There we go. Did I mute it? Yes. There we go. Okay. All right, Eric. Next story, please.
Next story is Metal Saga is Steel is getting a remaster for Switch 2, PlayStation 4 and 5, and PC. Which
All
this
right.
is originally a game that came out in 2006 for the DS and was never released anywhere outside of Japan.
Yeah, I don't.
And
Yeah.
it released almost simultaneously with the Metal Saga PS2 game.
Cool.
And for a person I trust in these matters, they said both of these games were two halves that if they were combined, you'd get an ideal Metal Saga / Metal Max game.
Yeah.
But they kind of already did that with Metal Max 3 because I kind of happened to get this.
Yeah, Freak 5 is exiled again. He's working on a record here. He says, Bernie has gone nose blind to the smell of Frank.
But anyways, I hope that this means that if this game does well, they'll be considering doing the other Metal Saga games.
All right. Let's see. Did you do that one or did I, Eric?
Because I have the PS2 Metal Saga, but I've never got around to playing it. I thought a remaster would get me perked up. And I know that there's a new Metal Max or Metal Saga game in development, but it's been really quiet on that front, and so I wonder what that game is.
Did you do that or did I do this story, Eric? I can't remember.
I did the Metal
All right,
Saga.
last story comes to us from RPGsite.net. Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault, launches on September 2nd for PS5, Xbox, Switch 2, and Stream. And then let's take a peek at this. There's a little trailer there. Very cutesy trailer so far. Hopefully they have... I'm going to fast forward, see if they got any type of... Oh yeah, here we go. Here's a little bit of the gameplay of it. Well, it was a little bit of gameplay. Where the heck is it? Okay, let's see. Let's try here. Nope. Let's try here. There we go. All right. Looks all right. That's the news. Unless you have anything else, Eric. I still got that Eric break.
Oh wait, the PS Plus games for August are out.
Oh, okay.
I need to look that up real quick though.
Yeah. All right, Break. You there? Still got a little bit of echo, Break. Just a little bit. You can't. Can you hear us? Just not if you're okay, Break.
No, damn it, no. Let me try and turn off the camera. See if that'll work.
Okay. And the kitty was on the camera
Not now.
too. Let me hear you. No, I still hear.
Is this Meow Vision?
Yeah, the meow edition. I still hear a little bit of an echo break.
I don't know why it's doing this.
Anyways, the games for the PS Plus this month.
Yes, go ahead.
Dying Light 2 Stay Human Reloaded Edition for PS4 and 5. Big Wall, which is a cooperative narrative adventure making game. Basically, like you and friends just walk, and I guess that's the fun part. You can screw around a bit, but then there's also Signalist, which is a survival horror game that's got PS1 trappings to it, like Resident Evil, the original Resident Evil.
we have Kitty on cam,
Kitty
Eric.
vision.
We're a little distracted. All right, what else you got, Eric?
That's it.
All right. Yes. Look at that.
Aw.
Kitty's helping out. I love it. He's like, is that a he or she break? You know what? I'd die laughing if he put that headset on the cat, and it's like a little mini head.
Or ball.
It would be funny if that was a headset for the cat. Do you hear us, break?
I can hear you. Can you
Oh.
hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, but very low, and we still have the echo.
Fuck. Okay, hold on.
Want to restart? Okay, there we go. He's working on settings, so I think we'll be okay. All right. Let's see. What else do we got here? Oh, let me transition so that way Twitch doesn't have a black screen like they had most of last week. Okay, there we go. So you got that. All right. While Break is working on his stuff, and we'll definitely get to what you've been playing in a minute, Break, but let's play this little soundbite.
Inquiring minds want to know.
All right, inquiring minds want to know what you've been playing, Eric, while Break works on his shit.
I've been playing Vero Curse of Faces, which is Kingsfield, like, I guess. Because there's a whole bunch of those are coming up now. Because between this, Dread Delusion, Lunacid, and the upcoming Queen's Domain, there's a lot of Kingsfield games being made right now. But I'm sucked in it. Like, when I'm not playing Dark Souls 2, just show Frank Dark Souls 2 while we wait for the Elden Ring Tarnished Edition deal.
Wait a minute, you've been playing Elden Ring too?
No. Or even. I hear it.
All right.
And it's distracting.
All right.
Anyways, we've been playing this because we're waiting for the Elden Ring deals.
Gotcha. Freak 5 says Spider-Man was awesome. We'll be talking about that in a little bit.
But anyways, that's all I've been playing.
All right. I was watching Eric play Dark Souls 2. I played a little bit of Balatro. I don't know how much more I can achieve in Balatro. I've opened up, I think, as much as I can to the best of my ability on Balatro, because they're just... I mean, some of the requirements to get some of the shit in that game are just kind of crazy. I did, however... I got this a while back and never showed you guys, but Eric forced me to bust this out, but it's the Dark Souls trilogy, which it supposedly has all the DLC, and all the original soundtracks on all 3 discs, so that's kind of cool. So that's in the works. Like I said, oh, what happened there? Did we lose? Oh, we lost Eric. Oh man, what's up with that? Now it's just you and I, Bernie. What have you been playing, Bernie?
Oh, I played Sims, and we had a baby.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Great. That's awesome.
I forgot what I named it.
Biafra?
Something branches, I don't remember.
Weird. Here's
I like
Eric.
because I thought it might fix my audio. And it
Oh,
seems
you
it worked.
better now, Eric?
Yeah.
Right on. Bernie played a little bit of The Sims, so that's cool. You finally got to play. We'll catch Breakman when he gets back. He's rebooting. So let's move on to reviews.
RPGrinders reviews.
Before I get to that, let me get to Freak 5's comment. He said, I decided I wanted to replay Chrono Trigger. Unfortunately, the only place I could easily find it to play was on the Apple Store, but at least it was only $5. Well,
you
that's
don't have
cool.
Steam? It's on there.
Huh?
It's on Steam.
Oh, yeah. It is on Steam, too. Hey, Break, do we have you?
I'm trying a headset now. Is that working?
Much
oh my god,
better.
I hear myself.
Oh,
Why
yeah.
am I hearing myself?
I don't know, but it's much better. We can hear you.
Hold on. I still got fucking
Yeah,
radio settings.
All right. Do you have any reviews, Eric?
Yes.
Okay, go for it. What you got?
I saw Spider-Man, which we'll be reviewing later. So I guess that's up to you to do reviews because we're gonna do that together.
Yeah, we'll do the Spider-Man one together. You got anything else, Eric?
No, we got nothing else this week.
Okay. I got another one. Break, is your audio better, buddy, or are you still hearing yourself?
I don't know. Let's see.
Chesty.
No, I still hear myself.
Oh.
I can. It's up. I don't know. I can still do it. I just got to deal with this shit.
Okay. I hear myself every week on these headphones, Break. I don't know if it's just, I don't know what it is. I don't know how to change that. I think it's because
I can also hear it.
Oh God.
I think
This is annoying.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and do my review then of, and Bernie is going to join me on this one. It's a Masters of the Universe. I know Eric did one. Break.
I can review this too.
Oh, sweet. So we can all be in on this review. Eric already reviewed it. I think you gave it a 7 out of 10, Eric, which is good. I'm going to actually give it an 8.
I think I get it at 6.5.
Oh, 6.5. That's right.
No.
I'm going to give it an 8 because I thought it was pretty damn good. The only thing, they fucked up Skeletor, obviously. I mean, he had none of the goofiness of the TV series. I don't blame Jared Leto for that. I know people are all over Jared Leto for his performance. I mean, he can only do what the script people put in front of him. I think he could have did a way better job if he knew the characters. See, I don't think a lot of these people actually watch these cartoons or dealt with it in any manner. But I thought it was excellent. I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. I thought the pacing was perfect. It was a fun fantasy movie. They had a lot of callbacks to the cartoon. They got the characters pretty much right. Anybody bitching about Idris Elba as what's his face?
Man of Arms.
Man at Arms. I don't know what they were bitching at. He did great. I thought he had a good sense of humor with things. I don't know. I just thought it was a fun movie. What did you guys think? Breakman?
I think the complete opposite. I hated that movie.
How could you hate it? How could you hate it?
It was such a disappointment. I grew up on He-Man, and it was just. For one thing, why did they send him to fucking Earth again?
Yeah, well.
Did they not learn anything from the first fucking movie? Which, by the way, he nailed Skeletor in the first movie. Frank
Yes.
Davenport was. What's his name?
I can't remember, but I agree with you. You mean you're talking the Dolph Lundgren movie, Breakman?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everything else about that movie was bad, but Skeletor was good.
I agree with
and
you.
this movie just. I don't know. The humor never hit for me, and just so much of it I've seen before. And
Here's what I would say, Breakman. That because I hear what you're saying, and I can see.
And let me say one other thing too, real quick. I said if Orko isn't in this movie, I'm not going to enjoy it. Orko was in it for 6 seconds.
Yeah. That remember, Bernie, what I talked to you about
I'd
after.
like to say that
Yeah.
you're enjoying this movie depends on how big of a He-Man fan, turbo nerd you are. And the more you are, I think the more you hate it.
Yeah, I could see both.
Really?
Yeah, I could see both points
Oh,
of view.
God.
No. Break, you're not entirely
I wasn't big
wrong.
of a fan.
Break, you're not entirely wrong because those same criticisms I also had. I even expressed those to Bernie after the movie. The point was, I just kind of like set it aside because I had already heard about the movie and you know what people were saying about Jared Leto. Jared Leto was the one that really destroyed the movie and stuff. And for the most part,
No, I don't think it was his fault at all.
I don't think so either. I mean, I think
I think his presidents caused more harm because the reputation people know.
the Earth thing did irk me at first, but I went ahead and said, you know what, let's watch this movie with an open mind And if it's fun, and they do it better than the first movie, then I'm gonna go ahead.
Yeah,
and,
that wasn't hard though.
At the very
Yeah,
least, it
that's
makes
true.
enough sense because, like, they sent both him and his sister away, different planets. In
It
the original
doesn't.
story,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was.
they
You're
at
right.
least kept
Sister.
that part.
Just there was so many things about this movie that just I don't know, man. They're trying too hard. It felt like it just like who they're trying to please because I couldn't tell if they're trying to please the fans like me who were children when it was new, or they're trying to bring in a new audience.
I think they were trying both, and they failed at both, Breakman, which is unfortunate because it didn't do very well. But the thing is, you got to remember, what was He-Man as a cartoon? He-Man was just a plain vehicle for toys. Like, there was nothing...
Right. But it was always about a barbarian fighting a skeleton-faced man in this mythical world called Eternia. Right?
Yeah.
Why did... Conan didn't come to Earth at any point, did he?
I know your point, Break, but I thought...
Can we stay in the fucking world? And then that whole world, that whole section of him being on Earth was just awkward because he couldn't lie to anybody.
Yeah.
It was just really weird. He's like giving him his life story and shit, and everybody looking at him like weird.
He's on a
And
date.
that-
He's on a date, and he's giving the hot chick the rundown on where he's from and stuff
And none
like
of that makes any sense though, because he was an orphan when he came from that other world, right?
Yeah.
Suddenly he goes to school and he grows up and he's dating hot women.
Yeah, I know. It was sudden. There should have been some sort of introduction, like maybe a Superman intro where a family finds him in a forest or something, or
Yeah, that would have been better.
Yeah, like even just a small scene, to say, oh, somebody found him on Earth, and here he is and stuff. I agree with that, Breakman. But I thought they did what they could, Break. I mean, I thought...
I disagree. I think there could have been... I don't know. I go back to the Conan analogy. Like, they stayed within their world the whole time. And the world is supposed to be good guys beating up bad guys in a fantasy world.
Yeah. Let's see. Freak 5 says he loved it. I didn't love it, Freak 5. I don't want to give people the wrong impression. I think I liked it.
Dude, it's okay. You can enjoy something.
No. I liked it.
Because I don't.
No. I liked it, Breakman. I'll be honest with you. I liked it. I didn't think it was the greatest movie in the world, right? But given the material, like there really wasn't... Okay, so I thought some of the writing was witty. If you go back and watch that movie, Breakman, watch the movie one more time and listen to the dialogue between some of the characters. The writing is actually really sharp, man. Like I totally dig when a screenwriter can take something as, flimsy as a He-Man, kind of baseline and make some whimsy out of it. I think that's actually pretty extraordinary. I mean, there's the world is there, Eternia, right? Eternia was there, and they got Eternia pretty damn fucking good. If you look at those special effects, I thought...
Yeah, but that actually does bring up another problem I had. At the beginning of the movie, he was talking about dragons and gorgons and all this other shit,
Yeah.
and none of that happened.
Yeah, well, that's for the sequel.
You don't tease dragons and then not give us dragons.
I know, that's true. I mean, that does suck. But they did give us some very good He-Man characters. Like, I thought Trapjaw looked very, very good. I thought
Yeah, I'll give him that.
Beastman was fantastic. I don't think you could have got better than that. And the way they introduced him, I mean, it's kind of stupid. It's on Earth. I agree with that, Breakman. I mean, you're introducing Breakman to Earth. I mean, what kind of ripples would that make throughout, the world? You know what I mean? Our world. It would be crazy. But I thought he looked great. I thought Man-at-Arms looked fantastic. I thought Tila looked good. I thought Skeletor looked fantastic.
They looked great at the end when they were all wearing their OG costumes.
Yeah.
They look good.
My biggest criticism of the movie was just what you said, Break. Orko. He definitely should have been in the movie way more. Way more. I think
Yep.
they were building up to it, and they were thinking they were going to have sequel after sequel. So let's hold off on Orko, and that's a bad decision. I thought that was a bad. What did you think, Bernie?
I loved it, except for that. I don't think they should have freaking did the Earth thing. I think that's stupid. And I think that Jared Leto is kind of to blame because he should have studied his character. He was good in it. The acting was good, but he didn't get the character.
I think the director, if anybody is to blame for Jared Leto playing it that way, it's the director. Because if the director,
I think Leo was at least good at making Skeletor seem threatening, but like he
Yeah.
did have a better balance.
yeah,
Yeah.
And it was hard to hear sometimes because the pitch shifted that they were doing with his voice.
yeah.
But I'm disappointed that it didn't make money, so we don't get the sequels that it was promising at the end.
Mm-hmm.
That really bummed me out because how
Yeah,
badass
like,
would it be to
you're
have
right.
a She-Ra and He-Man movie?
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. Like they hinted at great things to come with those two. I don't know what you call them because they weren't after the credits; they're in the middle of the credits.
Yeah, mid-credit scene.
Because what was the big
That
thing
doesn't
when we were
count.
kids? Going to see He-Man and She-Ra cartoon, where He-Man and
Yeah.
She-Ra met.
That is true.
Remember?
That is true. 'Cause
That was our big thing back then.
Yeah.
So now they promised it in the end credits, but
I mean, they could still do it, but like people are wondering whether or not they'll be mixed or not.
Freak Five says Fisto telling Ram Man to give them head was funny. I did think that was a funny joke. A little.
Or that
I mean,
kiss people.
because look, they were in a rock and a hard place, Break, because you want to introduce a whole new generation to He-Man, right? Because the latest cartoons and stuff didn't really resonate with kids. I mean, look, we don't have a Saturday morning cartoon hour anymore. We got
It's been. They had the Netflix cartoons, but other than that, it's been like 20 years. you know?
Yeah. So yeah, we don't. There's nothing. God, wasn't I just talking to you about this Hulk Spider-Man hour that I used to wake up for, Bernie? Like when I was little.
or when we went
jealous.
home and then there was the after school cartoons.
After school specials and cartoons, yes, of course.
I didn't have that one. I had Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends.
I'm a little older than Breakman, so I had the Hulk Spider-Man hour, and it was just like basically
that could be the sequel to the Spider-Man movie that just came out. They have call it Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends.
Okay, so let's go around the horn here. What do you give He-Man? Eric gave it a 6.5. I gave it an 8 because I thought the writing was really good in it. What would you give it?
I probably agree with you. An 8.
And Breakman, your score?
You guys are gonna hate me because
No.
I'm gonna give it a 4.
A 4?
Oh.
No. I mean, look, I totally can understand your point of view, Breakman, because I was thinking the same thing. There's a couple dumb things about this, but I mean, I don't know. The Earth thing aside.
But no Orko is just a criminal offense to me.
It is.
Yeah.
That was a criminal offense. I was thinking the same thing, Breakman. And then, the little Orko scene, I'm like...
They just brought all the good stuff at the end, and then they
Which
got
proved
your
they could have
juices
done
going.
it.
They could have. They totally could have done it. They totally could have done it.
They got our juices going for all this,
I
and
feel
now it's
like
not going to
maybe
happen.
he was like director leaving on the cutting room floor when he shouldn't have.
Yeah. The budget for that movie was crazy. It was like a $200 million budget. So they definitely got the effects right, but they didn't do enough.
They
Like
could have
they-
took out like that whole fight scene where he's jumping from vehicle to vehicle and give us Orko instead.
Yeah.
Just
But
saying.
that
I
was pretty
actually
badass.
kind of like that because it felt like a tokusatsu a little bit with the nonsense going on with that.
Yeah. Eric gave it a 6.5. So a range of scores for Masters of the Universe. Well, in fairness, Breakman, we'll never see a sequel. So,
That
it's
really
like,
sucks, because I really wanted that.
I wouldn't
He-Man
say
show.
never, but like chances are low now.
yeah, they're really low. I doubt we'll ever see a sequel, which is a shame.
And that sucks
unless
for
they,
the
unless
women.
they like been recording the sequel. But
Maybe. I
Unless
mean,
it does great international numbers.
That sucks for the women because we grew up watching She-Ra, and now we're not going to get our She-Ra movie.
hold on to that thought because I think there's a She-Ra series that might be in the works. So, yeah.
I would
Already
rather
was
have
a
a
She-Ra
movie.
series. It was on Netflix.
I would rather have a movie.
Yeah, but you don't want more She-Ra? Like this whole series of She-Ra?
Uh,
Live action?
I don't know. I would have liked to have the She-Ra sequel, and then the build up to the She-Ra sequel be the He-Man meets She-Ra.
Listen
culmination.
to this. It can still happen. It
That
can
would've
still
been
happen.
cool.
It can still happen. But think about mostly women like series a little bit better. I believe.
I don't
And
know.
I believe a She-Ra series would do much better than a movie. I think it would do much better than the movie. I think it.
Here's what the total box office numbers they made with its international run. Internationally it made 48.9 million, which is not a lot, but combine that with its domestic run, which is like bigger, so it made 113.8 million worldwide.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it made
And
a
how
profit,
much? How much?
113, 100.
but only just barely.
Yeah, it just it lost Amazon a shit ton of money, which I'm not crying for Amazon, but
Yeah.
that's a big chunk of money to lose on a movie that you put up $200 million.
I'm just crying for our
Well, they
generation.
just invested again in Melania, so they can go fuck themselves.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm just crying for our generation because they could have done so much.
It
more
could
with
have. It could have been awesome. Actually, the She-Ra cartoon was better than the He-Man one.
Like the
if you
She-Ra
just
cartoon.
Yeah. Okay, so here's what Freak 5 says. He says, here's my opinion. First, the reason they keep putting part of it on Earth is because of the name, Masters of the Universe. I think the writers decided they have to show that there's space travel, and it's probably cheaper to do it on Earth rather than another world. That's practical sense, right? Now, I probably liked it so much because I haven't watched anything He-Man since the 80s. It felt to me like a live-action version of the cartoon that lives in my memory. Yeah, I kind of felt that way too, Freak 5, and that's why I gave it higher marks, I think, is because I remember the cartoon being just basically a vehicle for toys, and there really wasn't much story. Like Breakman said, it was basically He-Man versus Skeletor every one, and
Yeah.
Skeletor saying, yeah. What's the chick's name? Evelyn, all that shit, and it was see, Skeletor was always the highlight for me, and they got it kind of wrong, so you would think I would not like this movie, but I just hated the hate for Jared Leto because I think he's a good actor, but
I do think you should have studied the character.
he really should have, and the director should have said, hey, he's a little more goofy, and I don't know if he could have got the voice down, but somebody would have gotten that voice. I mean, I don't know. That was the most disappointing part of the movie for me. So, okay.
Evelyn sure was thirsty for him, though.
She
Oh
was.
God, she
Jesus
was
Christ.
totally thirsty for him. I don't remember her being that thirsty in the
Me
the
either. I
cartoon,
didn't
but
think they'd hooked up at all, but in this movie, it seems like they're doing it every time the cameras were off.
I know. And by the way, Kristen Wiig was the voice of the robot in that movie, which I thought was awesome and odd at the same time. Perfect role for her, I guess. Okay. Breakman, do you have any reviews this week?
I do actually have another movie review.
Okay.
I love these days where streaming gets these movies that were just in theaters like a few months ago.
Or a few days ago in some cases.
Thanks. Well, it was a couple weeks ago. HBO got Mortal Kombat 2.
Yeah.
It was okay.
I liked it. Damn, what the hell is wrong with you, Breakman?
That's okay.
Like I thought the first one was better.
Wait a minute. What? You're like the
Really?
only one I hear saying this. What? Oh my
Leland would
God.
probably slap him for saying that.
Oh my God. I got to hear this. Okay, Breakman, go
Slap
for
me
it.
for saying I liked it at all.
All right, Breakman, break it down for us.
I mean, like, I don't really know what to say. That's my review.
I think, what did you give it, Eric? I think you gave it an 8, if if I'm not mistaken.
So,
Yeah, I think I agreed with you. I thought it was better than the first movie. What else did I say about it? I thought that I mean, the fucking blood and gore in that movie was pretty fantastic. I mean, they got that down pretty good. Had a better story than the first one, from what I remember. I mean, I thought making Johnny Cage the focus was way better than that other dude, Cole or whatever his name was from the first movie. And he was in the second movie, but he had like a bit part, which I thought was pretty good.
The fatalities were good.
Fatalities were awesome. I mean, look, let's be honest here too, Breakman. I mean, other than very select few Mortal Kombat games, has there been a really good story in Mortal Kombat as a whole?
Well, there have been some, like the Johnny Cage anime is really funny, or not anime, it was just a cartoon.
Yeah, that was good. I remember that.
The first one dealt with the story of Scorpion, though. I like that part of the story.
Yeah, I did like that too.
And this one, it was, he's already dead and he just wants to kill Bi-Han. There's no real motivation other than that.
Well, I mean, look, Hollywood is really grasping for straws when you got to get a movie based on a fighting game, Breakman. You know what I mean?
But this is stayed in its own universe. Why couldn't He-Man stay in its own universe?
He's back on the He-Man. He really hates He-Man, man.
I'm
I
still
don't
mad.
know what to say. Gazoon.
Thank you.
Wow.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know, Break. I just think there. I mean, who was it? Eric, you said something about the movie Obsession, which I guess I could do a review on as well as Backrooms. There's very few really original ideas, Breakman. We talked about this before, a decade ago, that there's really only 7 stories to tell, and you can only retell those 7 stories before people kind of get tired of your shtick, right? So
There is nothing new anymore.
right, there's really, for us old timers, Breakman, I think we've become more cynical, right? And I've tried to
Fair enough.
kind of, because I was thinking about old school horror movies that I've seen, Breakman, and a lot of people are upset with horror movies nowadays because they're more think pieces, right? They're movies like Hokum or what's that movie with Hugh Grant that we saw the other day? What was it?
The one with
It's just
it's the
really
religious.
Heretic.
Yeah.
Heretic. Okay. The Witch was another one from a few years back. There's a lot of these movies that are more horror movies that are kind of think pieces, right? They're not the traditional horror where you're going to get a lot of the jump scares.
Yeah, I saw that one. What was that? Nope.
Yeah, Nope.
Or-
Nope. With that's the Jordan Peele movie.
Yeah, where he falls into the hole or whatever it is called.
They need some good slashers, man.
They've had a few good slashers. That whole trilogy of Fear Street on Netflix was pretty good. I don't know if anybody's seen that, but I thought that was pretty good.
Terrifier's the best one.
Terrifier was pretty good. All 3 of those movies, especially 2. I thought 2 was one of the greatest horror sequels I've ever seen. But I don't know. There's been, like I said, Breakman. It just, the older you get, the more cynical you get because you've pretty much seen it all, heard it all, and if you don't.
Here's another theory. The other theory is the darkening of our worlds making us hate everything. 'Cause
That's true too. But I didn't hate Mortal Kombat 2. I liked it. I give it a 6.5. I enjoyed it. I'd watch it again.
Yeah, I think.
I'm just saying, it has to, even in areas that you would have enjoyed something, there's still a little creep going on.
Yeah.
Eric's point makes me bring up another point.
What?
We need air volume in this fucking world right now.
So
man.
so Bernie has this
Wall.
air volume. Now when we were coming back from Vegas, right? The plane was really rocky. It was had a lot of what do they call that?
Turbulence.
Turbulence, and there was
Kids
there was
went
a bunch of kids that were just yakking the entire way, like loudly. You know, I mean, they were little kids, so you know they were excitable or whatever. And then there was a baby that was crying. It was the worst plane trip I think I've ever taken. But I mean, we were so, I guess, kind of high from our Vegas wins, and you know the fact that we took a trip and stuff like that, that it didn't really matter too much. But you know, it's like as I get older, I start to hate those things more and more, right? Like little kids yapping or a baby crying or stuff like that. You know, I don't know. You were you Break fan? Here, let me get to some Freak Five set.
No, but I think that this world needs us to. You know how they have like pesticides they spray like when there's a West Nile virus going around?
Oh yeah.
I think with all the crazy shit that's going on right now, they need to have an airplane full of like powder Valium, and then just like freaking spray it around the world so everybody calms the fuck down.
Yeah.
That's my thought.
So
And I'm
you
sticking
want somebody crop dust Valium.
exactly.
Freak says, I like the song choice when they introduced Beastman. I knew the song would be in, but it just fit for that scene. One thing I noticed near the end when
I
Adams...
did like the music in it.
Yeah.
They had some really good sound choices. And how many times did they reference Highlander?
Yeah. I can...
At least twice.
Yeah. Freak says, one thing I noticed near the end when Adam's Earth roommate was brought to Eternia near the end, and then he just disappeared. I was upset at first about the lack of Orko, but at least they did make sure he was in the movie. Second role for Bad Movie Night 317, I watched Puppet Master versus Demonic Toys. One of the characters asked a woman if she was a virgin. That rule is, if anyone asks you if you are a virgin, say no. Nobody asking if you are a virgin has plans that good for a virgin. If you say yes, they aren't going to ask you if you want them to help you change that. And if they do want to have sex with you because you are a virgin, it won't be a good experience because they want to fuck a virgin because they are a bad sexual partner and want someone who won't realize how bad they are. I think you're right about that.
He has thought a lot about this.
I mean, the thoughts... The thoughts are endless when it comes to virginity, in the female virginity condition, I guess. Okay, so let's see. We did so 6.5. I think I gave it a 7 and 7.5. I think we're not far off, Breakman, on Mortal Kombat.
I don't think we
2.
ever asked Drake what he was playing either.
Oh yeah, Break. What have you been playing?
I was playing Mortal Kombat until this latest week.
Until he got pissed that Mortal Kombat the movie 2 sucked. All right, go ahead, Break.
No.
Sorry.
Like the latest game isn't as good as the last one, but it's still fun.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I was playing that until this week. Halo Campaign Evolved, which is the dumbest name, came out, and it's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying the hell out of that game.
Yeah.
And only that game.
I'll wait till it comes on the PlayStation for $5. But
I mean, it's cool that it's finally coming to other systems.
Yeah. They did announce that those are the only games really crossing over, though. I guess they were pissed that Sony wasn't going to bring something like Horizon or God of War over to the
Halo,
Xbox.
and what's the other one?
Halo.
Oh,
That's
just
it.
Halo.
Yeah,
Oh.
Halo Combat. Oh, we lost Eric.
So
Let's-
it's only the single player, but it's completely redone. There was an anniversary edition of Halo, which was just basically a screen swap of updated graphics versus the old one, but the stages were completely the same. They're redone now.
Yeah. For the better?
Or streamlined.
Are they like...
Yeah,
okay.
they're easier to navigate. Things like the library are shorter.
Okay. Cool.
Library is a nightmare stage in the original.
Yeah. I need to go back to that game at some point, but like I said, when the Halo gets cheap on the PlayStation, I'll get it and give it a go.
They've added a bunch of skulls with a lot of different multiplayers, I was supposed to say.
Yeah.
A lot of different, like, I forgot.
Yeah. Hey, Freak Five. So, Demonic Toys versus Puppet Master wasn't very good. I take it. I think I saw that movie actually way back in the day. I was all into the Puppet Master movies big time. Let's see. What else do we got here? Eric, are you back, buddy?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
thought me leaving might help fix the problem, but it didn't.
Oh,
So
sorry, man.
maybe I was wondering if Break did that, maybe it would fix his problem.
Oh, I don't know.
Other than that, like maybe check your output settings.
I had to switch to a headset.
Yeah. All right, Eric. I guess it's time to. I mean, Breakman. I don't know if you've had a chance to see Spidey.
I have another review.
Oh, do you? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yes,
Another
that's fine.
review.
You guys seem to think I hate everything, so let me prove you wrong.
Let me guess. Barbie.
a
Barbie
good
was
movie.
actually. a
No,
good
but I
movie.
think they're both on HBO.
Barbie was a good movie, though. I have to say.
I
It was
liked
fun.
it.
Whether it's still on HBO, I'm surprised it hasn't left.
I know. Go ahead, Break. What else you got?
Okay, so this is actually a TV show instead of a movie. It's about sorry, hear my voice and repeating back to me is a little bothersome.
It is.
So it's about a comedian who is in the twilight of her career. She's doing her Vegas show now. She's got a whatever they call it, where a residency, a Vegas residency, and the show starts with her basically losing the residency and getting a new head writer to start over her career and fight from the bottom up to get to the top. It goes for 5 seasons, and it's a lot better than I've made it sound.
what's the
It
name
stars
of it?
Jean Smart as the greatest diva to ever live. She's like the super diva, and it's fantastic. To the point where she has instead of a closet of clothes, she has a warehouse of clothes.
A warehouse. What's the name of this series, Break?
Hacks.
Hacks.
It's about stand-up comedians, actually.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just pretty funny. So she wants to start a new career, and she gets a head writer who's lacks a filter, but she's very funny. And this show is very, very gay, so fair warning. I think it was made more for the gays than anybody else. One of the funniest episodes is she goes on a lesbian cruise, and she's straight. Her writer isn't, but she's straight, and she has a history of making a lot of offensive jokes over the years. So you can imagine how badly that went. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
pretty fantastic.
So all the way through, pretty good, all in all, Breakman.
Yes, I give the show a 9.
Oh, okay. And you can see this where?
HBO.
HBO. Okay. Or some other means, shall we say? I might
Right.
check it out. Let me get to Freak Five's comment. He says the Demonic Toys versus Puppet Master wasn't the worst of the last 300 movies he's watched, but wasn't very good. Freaks has a question about the Barbie movie. Were the Barbies and Kens in the movie anatomically correct, or were they smooth like the dolls?
They were smooth.
Were they?
Oh, damn!
How do you know? They
Because
didn't
they
show.
were naked
That
at one
sucks.
point.
They weren't naked.
I think they did.
No, Ryan Gosling and Margot Robbie were
Well, not
naked.
not them, but other people. I think they had one person that was like,
Really?
yeah. I don't remember. It's been a long time since we've seen it. But
I haven't
think
seen
so.
that, but I'll have to look for
I
that.
think so.
I mean,
that would
a
actually be real.
Plastic dick would be like a dildo, so this feels like a lost opportunity.
funny. For sure. Okay, so have you had a chance to watch the Spider-Man movie Breakman?
No.
Okay. I'll leave it
I
up
will
to you.
turn off my headset.
Okay, I was gonna say because we're gonna
You need to get it worked on.
do a real quick review of it, Break. So don't go too far away. I'll give you the jazz hands to come back. Break. Do you hear me? He can't hear me. Okay, Spider-Man. Eric, you wanna go ahead?
Yeah. This is the movie that actually takes place in the near future of 2028. It's 4 years after No Way Home, which will put it in 2028 territory. But like, I guess during those 4 years, Spider-Man was able to fix his reputation, especially since they didn't have any hard dirt on him because of the spell that he casted and made people forget who he was, Peter Parker. But he's sad and depressed, and he's been. The one thing that kind of bothers me about this movie that they do address, but I don't think they did it in a way that was like direct enough. But it is done in a way I think they did it this way because they knew that it would be a friendly movie, and they need kids to understand the concept. But like, if I said any more than that, I'd be spoiling the movie.
Yeah, I don't want any spoilers. I thought from beginning to end, Eric, I thought it was an excellent movie.
Yeah. It's like, other than that part, like, it was a really great movie.
Yeah, I
And
don't
that's
think.
why I'm giving the movie a score of 9 right now. I'm just gonna throw the score out right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a score real quick too, Eric, and that way we can bring Break back when he comes back. I don't think it gets much better than this for a superhero movie. I don't even know how Doomsday is going to outdo this movie, Eric. I think this was one of the greatest, if not the greatest, comic book movie I've ever seen. Period.
And I think, like, a lot of the problems a lot of the Marvel movies have had, the various movies that happened since the Universal Multiverse saga happened,
Yeah.
like Shang-Chi and all that stuff like that, they were all pretty much cookie cutter because they all have characters that have origin points and origin stories, and they're not really fitting into the role. And while I do understand, they took what Sony was doing with the MCU Spider-Man movies and they did it in reverse order. He's actually Spider-Man now, and he wasn't before. He just called himself Spider-Man, but he didn't really fit into the role yet.
Yeah.
It's not safe to come back yet.
I think, honestly, Bernie and Eric, I think this is the pinnacle of comic book movies. I always thought that the last two Avenger movies were the pinnacle, and it couldn't get better than that, especially for me, because I love the whole Infinity War comic line. But this movie was legit, to me, as good as it gets for a comic book movie. I think it was almost flawless. I think it integrated everybody, old, new, future. Spider-Man is definitely a character here to stay, whether people want it or not, and very endearing. I think Tom Holland is a generational choice for a role for a movie. He's not going to be able to play this role for much longer, although I think they extended it by doing exactly what Eric said. So for me,
And I think there's going to be at least 2 more Holland movies, maybe 3.
yeah, I think.
But they're already working on making another Spider-Man spinoff, or based in another universe, probably, or whatever.
Yeah,
I think there's talks of Miles Morales being.
I think it's a great movie. I give it a 10 out of 10. The only tiny bit of criticism that I had is I thought the last 15 to 20 minutes were paced very, very slowly. But other than that, I think it was an exhilarating experience from start to finish. 10 out of 10 for me. Bernie, your thoughts?
It was like comic overload. There was a lot going on. So many questions, especially if you hadn't read the comics for a long time. I do think Tom Holland can get away with a couple more movies because he's such a baby. I mean, he looks young.
He's not even 30 yet.
Yeah, he looks young enough not to, to get away with a couple more movies. It's just, there's so many questions with everything that's going on, but it was all really good. So, I have to give it a 10.
Freak Five says his couple issues were when MJ met Frank, she didn't know who he was, but he was the most wanted man in New York. She should have seen his face. Along with that, he was just out in public with no one reacting to him. He's fucking Punisher, Freak Five. I mean, What the fuck is anybody going to do? Call the police? He doesn't give a fuck. The Spider-Man tracking app, not a problem for me, but don't you think the criminals will use the app to help plans
Bet he's got encryption that
crimes? That's true too, but that's a nitpick, but I agree with you, Freak 5. At the end, he leaves flowers at May's grave, and then he goes and buys more flowers for her grave. No, that was different days. Like, they were... He does that, like, different times,
Daily
right? Yeah, he
or
does it
weekly.
daily or weekly or whatever it is.
I
so.
just there's some things that you can't talk about because we're spoiler free.
Yeah, no, spoiler free.
But there's some things that I was like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
But it was still good.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Let's bring Breakman back. Breakman, you can come back. You can come back, and you
That
should.
got my attention.
Yeah,
Jazz hands.
you should never see Spider-Man ever. Breakman is what we did. You
fix
yourself. Yeah.
You think I won't like it, huh?
No. Absolutely, you should. But you've been contrarian the whole time, so it's like, all right. Let's move on to everybody's favorite segment.
Ah, what is it?
Stinko of the week.
Breakman, your 50,000 stinkos of the week.
Okay, I'm gonna try and give us less stinkos
All right.
because we always go forever because of my stinkos. and I'm sorry.
No. We love your stinkos, Break. Go ahead.
Okay, well I can go back to a lot, but here's what I have so far. After the Supreme Court ruled in favor of conversion therapy, Michigan has already been the first state to unban it. So
That's horrible.
conversion therapy is already on the way back.
Poor kids is all I can.
There'd been a lot of work done to get rid of it, and it's just undone like that.
Well, we can always undo the undo, Break. So,
Hopefully.
yeah, horrible. All right, what else you got?
I don't doubt Ohio will be far behind.
Yeah. I mean, it's been proven to work time and time again, Breakman. Why don't you see yourself to conversion therapy? I can't imagine somebody saying that, man. Like, I know, right? I can't imagine somebody telling somebody, you're not who you know you are, so we're going to send you someplace where they're going to fucking either mentally abuse it out of you or emotionally abuse it out of you, or in some cases, physically abuse it out of you. You know, it just...
most of the people teaching those courses are ex-gays.
They're still gay.
Yeah,
Come on.
exactly.
Come on. I mean,
know.
it's pretty obvious.
They're just trying to, I don't know, squelch your urges or something. Just makes them into bad people. Yeah. Look at the Republican Party.
There you go. And by the way, again, I have to reiterate this from time to time, Breakman. Breakman was a conservative at one point, a conservative Republican. Thought of the values of what a Republican is supposed to be. A true Republican, right? Not one of these
Yeah,
idiots.
these people today are not conservatives.
No. All right, what else you got, Break?
Speaking of Republicans, and this specifically goes to Ohio Republicans, Max Miller, I'm sure everyone's heard of this piece of shit. He actually beats his wife and his toddler.
Are you talking about
and
Stephen
he refuses
Miller?
to.
Stephen Miller?
No, Max Miller, Ohio Republican.
Oh, Ohio. Okay, I'm sorry. I was thinking of Stephen
This is
Miller.
also different from Mark Miller. It's also
Gotcha.
a piece of shit.
Yeah. So this guy has beat his wife. He's threatened her with a gun. He's beat his toddler, and the Republican response has been, "It's family matters."
Family
Yeah,
matters.
they
right?
demand Democrats drop out when they're accused of anything, but when a Republican is accused of something, it's family matters.
Yeah. Freak Five's Stinko is that Break didn't like Masters of the Universe. All right, what else you got, Break? I mean,
There are movies I hate a lot more than that. RFK Jr.'s CDC reportedly scaled back foodborne disease tracking last year, removing cyclospora from mandatory reporting. The CDC also lost roughly 3,000 employees since 2025. Now, cyclosporiasis, Jesus,
and it's not even a Japanese word, y'all.
cyclosporiasis. Outbreak has killed 2 and sickened thousands across 45 states, and it's spreading.
Ugh.
And the guilty party went to Trump after they were caught, donated to him, and the CDC took them off the list.
Pay
So,
for play. Pay for play,
They're
Bray.
still investigating the cause.
Yeah, pay for play. That's all I can
Yeah,
say.
even
If
though
you
we
have
know who
enough
it was.
money, you'll get away with murder. You literally.
Literally, yep.
So,
Speaking of what I was just saying, how they reported 2 deaths and thousands of people infected. Well, they've been underreporting, and they have been keeping data from us as much as possible. We just found out about these 2 people, and that's been apparently months now. They still deny that they killed the schoolgirls in Iran, among other civilians. From what we're hearing, it's a lot worse than what we were originally told. They've been killing civilians a lot.
anytime you're at war, I don't know why a politician doesn't just say this out loud, right? Because they'll be chastised and stuff. Anytime you're at war, there's going to be collateral damage, right? Let's say you're bombing a nuclear facility for energy, right? You want to cut off their energy for some. I mean, you're going to kill civilians, right? So why couldn't they have come out? First of all, why couldn't they come out and said, "Look, we got a beat on a target. The target happened to be a school." And there happened to be kids in there that were killed in the bombing. Like, just be honest about it, right? Stop beating around the bush. I mean, the whole. You guys remember, I gave Trump credit his first term because he didn't start any new wars. He wanted to start a war with Syria. It didn't end up happening, and I gave him credit. He was the
I
first.
can't give someone credit who tried but failed because they sucked that badly.
Well, he couldn't decide what he wanted to do. One day he wants to go to war. Next day he wants the peace prize.
Right. So, I mean, Obama got the peace prize for droning fucking innocent civilians as well.
Yeah, that
So,
one still irritates the shit out of me.
So I think the first term he had an argument for the Nobel Peace Prize. I really do. He had an argument for it. He was the first U.S. president in 30 years, 40 years to not start a new war. I knew it was a facade. I knew he had tried with Syria, but at least he didn't do it. Well, this time the warmongers got their wishes. The people like piece of shit Lindsey Graham, rest in piss, that always were supporters of wars, no matter what, the industrial complex, right? And war industrial complex. So, I mean, this is a betrayal, and even his MAGA people, right, are turning on him because of the Iran war. They don't want war as much as we don't want war, right? I'm
For
not,
different reasons, but yeah.
different reasons, but hey, look, if we're not in any wars,
I don't disagree.
yeah, that's
Staying out of war, I'll take any excuse.
I will sit at the table with the MAGA talking about why we shouldn't be in any foreign wars. And our reasonings could be different, but the end result is no more wars, right? I think that is something that can galvanize the entire country. I don't think anybody in this country specifically wants to go to war. And if you do, you're a psychopath, right? You just want bloodshed. You want this, right? Or you have an investment in one of these companies like Northrop Grumman or Lockheed Martin or any number of these warmongering piece of shit people that make weapons, right? Weapons of you want to talk about weapons of mass destruction? These are the true fucking banes of
Lockheed Martin
humanity.
especially is a really evil company.
Lockheed Martin, and there's another one too. Halliburton is another one. There's a bunch. There's a bunch of these companies that are every bit as bad, right? Boeing is another one. I could go on and on with all these fucking companies that are nefarious, right? And all the companies that invest in those companies. all the people that invest in those companies, right? So you're either someone that has an investment in these, or you work for one of these companies, which I can understand if you're just a low level worker and you're working for one of these companies. But here's the issue. With that being said, there's never going to be an end to war. Okay, so all this AI shit, how the AI broke out that you were explaining last time, Breakman. Maybe it's for the best that AI takes over and says, "Look, this isn't the way things should be done." Do you guys realize we're getting rid of almost anything physical? I know it sounds weird, but look, video games are going away. Anything that
Sony's only the beginning.
Yeah, it's only the beginning. Music is already pretty much a non-factor physically, right? I can't tell you.
You go to Walmart and they've got like one tiny little section for CDs.
Yeah, CDs.
I think they've got a bigger selection for records.
Yeah, well, they have to because records are, they're bigger in general. And they're the fad, so they can make a quick buck, but eventually those are going to go away too.
Yeah.
So physically, music and video games and movies. I can't tell you the last physical movie that I bought. Best Buy doesn't even sell physical movies anymore. So where do you get physical movies except on Amazon? And how long is it going to be before the manufacturers realize they don't have to sell you a DVD or a Blu-ray or a high definition disc? So there's all your entertainment pretty much gone physically, right? That's why all these people that keep these VHS tapes, they're not all fucking crazy, right? They're not crazy. I mean, they may be long dead before it comes to the time when everybody's wanting a physical copy of something because they don't want to happen what happened to me and Sony, who got rid of my Cowboy Bebop series for some weird fucking reason. I can't watch I bought it from Sony, and now I can't watch it. So
I bought the original Double Dragon for the Xbox. I can't play it anymore.
see,
They lost the license at some point, and it's just gone.
right. And there's other games like that, left and right, that are going to happen. How long is it before all the games that I bought on PS4 digitally, I'm not going to be able to play on the PS6 or PS7 or PS8? You know what
Whenever
I'm saying?
they decide it.
Whenever they decide is what the answer is going to be. And that's why people are scrambling for physical copies. And this is why I told you.
Shit out of everything.
This is why I told you guys, and I think Breakman, you totally agreed with me. Our games that we have now, the physical ones, are going to be the last ones we ever own. That's going to be it.
My son goes on retro disc hunting days.
Yeah.
Where he goes and searches for games he can't find anymore.
And that's another thing.
Yeah.
Those people that want the physical copies, it's going to be harder and harder to find even a copy of something like Madden. And Madden, there's 50 million copies of it. You know
I know
what
you can buy it for like 50 cents at a used game store.
Right, but wait for it, Breakman. When those copies become few and far between, things are... And here's another thing. When are they going to finally find the technology to block you from using your physical games? You know what I'm saying? Well, that's coming too. So...
Oh yeah, there was an outage with PSN recently. And guess what? You need to do an online check to be able to access your games. There's not all of them, but most of them.
That's unbelievable.
Well, just look at car manufacturers now. They're cutting off features remotely, essentially, unless you pay more money.
Yeah. Big Chief's in the house. He says, nerds. What's up, Hefe? He says, just kidding. I agree. Like Breakman, like I used to, they gave me a whole year's worth of, I don't know why this was a big thing, where you had an app where you can look at your app on your car and see different things, and you could start your car remotely from the app, and they took that away from me. It's like, really? You made me pay all this money for this car, and now you're going to take that ability away from me?
Yeah.
It's like,
Had it for what,
why?
a month?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably because it might have been a security risk. That's why.
No, it was because they wanted to spend more money.
Yeah. Let me see what Freak 5 has
As
to
if
say.
cars aren't fucking expensive enough.
Right. Let's see. Oh, that's just that was just the last comment from Freak 5. Okay. Yeah, so I agree, Breakman. Any other stinkos that you
Oh,
got?
I definitely have more stinkos. Let's stay within the realm of politics for the second here, and talk about this definitely dead Bernie, or I'm sorry,
Dead
almost said
Bernie.
Bernie Sanders. Sorry, definitely dead Moscow Mitch, and how the Republican Party's Bernie's weekend at Bernie's EM.
Well, it doesn't matter now because the deadline's passed. I think they're waiting for a little while before they announce it. But those AI pictures were hilarious, Breakman. What else can you say? You had people like Todd Jennings fucking lying, said that he talked to Mitch McConnell for 20 minutes on the phone. Get the fuck out of here, man. I mean, come on.
What did you hear? Like a beeping or a pulse noise?
Right. Not no. I don't even think he heard that. I think he was complete. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I gotta go.
Right. Well, I mean, check this out. There was another guy that had the same exact story as Todd Jennings and went on the same exact time, and that he did and gave the same story. Pup Groomer with the 10 gifted MLH memberships.
Nice.
If you happen to get one, make sure you tell Pup Groomer. Thank you very much. Thank you, Pup Groomer. Really appreciate that. Yeah, I agree, Breakman. I mean, what else you got, buddy?
Okay, so one of these days they're gonna reveal he's dead, which we've already known, and nobody's gonna get any punished.
I agree.
Anyway, speaking of nobody's gonna get punished, an AI program created 60 new viruses not found in nature.
Okay.
This is a medical breakthrough that's going to be used in good ways, but it opens up a goddamn huge can of worms.
30 new viruses doesn't sound good to me, Breakman.
Well, these aren't ones that can affect people. They're being made to study viruses and come up with better ways to defeat them.
Right.
So this is actually made for a good reason, but we know people aren't going to all do it for good.
Okay, we talked about AI breaking out, Breakman.
Yep.
What about AI learning these viruses inside and out,
Yep.
breaking out and turning
just
them?
one AI going AWOL and having the knowledge to make a virus could wipe out a lot of humanity.
Nanobots are the delivery method. We won't even see it. Well, I guess that's the solace, Breakman. We won't even see it. It'll just happen and that'll be it. All right, what else you got, buddy?
Okay, back to the government. A new policy from the Department of Education says that the department will stop tracking numbers of transgender and non-binary students, which means it will also no longer track how often they are targeted for bullying, harassment, and assault.
Horrible, man. I mean, look, certain states are fighting back on a lot of this shit, Breakman. You guys don't.
But
have
some
to...
states are reinforcing it, like Ohio is just doing everything it can to hurt trans people.
I really don't understand Ohio, Breakman. I mean, Ohio should be more on the progressive side of things, but it seems like they're regressing, and I just don't get it. I don't.
In cities it is, but if you go outside the city in rural Ohio, you might as well be in the deep south.
Yeah. All right, what else you got, buddy?
This one goes to, it's not exactly a bad thing that this is happening right now, but the whole reason it's happening is terrible. So every year before school starts, they do these no tax weekends or weeks and stuff like that for teachers go buy everything they can and they don't have to pay taxes. They shouldn't have to go buy supplies.
I agree. I've said that before on this show several times, Breakman. Why?
Yeah.
What? Look, when I was a kid, which was eons ago,
Right.
look, I never had to buy paper. I never had to bring a pencil to school. I never had to bring a ruler or a protractor or markers or anything. And it was always provided to me. And that's the way that it should always be. When you're trying to learn, it should be free. Now, I know we're conditioned to think that nothing in life is free, right? But education, if you look at the history of education
It benefits everyone.
Education benefits everyone, and it was always free from the beginning until it started to become a capitalistic thing that people pounced on. Venture capitalists started, in with and it's becoming more and more. They want to make everything vouchers, right? Because that's the way that they want to get rid of public schools. They don't want public education anymore. They want you to pay for it, and they want you to pay heavily for it. So I've always been pro education and pro it being free. So when Bernie Sanders first started in, I mean, Bernie Sanders has always been the same way back to the 70s, okay? He's always had this mission of an idea of free education, Medicare for all this, but everybody thought he was crazy until he wasn't crazy anymore, right? So that's why I gravitated towards him, because he was saying he disappointed me in the end because he capitulated to the Democrats and a lot of the bullshit that was going on. But the feeling of all those things, right? Free education, which always should be free. Medicare for all, healthcare. I mean, if your government isn't taking care of you educationally and physically and mentally, then what's our government good for? To make money?
Are there any other countries on the planet who have tied health insurance to your employment?
That's another one. I can't, for the life of me. For one, Breakman, I know what's in it for the companies. They get loyalty from you, right? Because they're like, well, you can't go anywhere. You have to stay here because of your health insurance that you're paying through the nose for, by the way. $300, $400, $500 a month for fucking health insurance that you don't see because they take it out of your check, right? Well, what if you had to actually make that bill every month? That would open up a lot of people's eyes, but they did it very slick. They're like, okay, you can do it before taxes, right? That's the trick. You can take it out of your check before taxes. It's stupid. It's dumb. I hate the fact that people are tied. And here's another reason why I don't understand why businesses like it. They always pay a portion. They always pay a portion of people's health care. Why do they like that? Why do they like that? Because they get to keep these employees right where they are. And they crunch the numbers, and they said the numbers dictate, right? The numbers dictate that we're gonna get more worth out of you working here for as long as you're gonna be working here than what it cost us to pay for your health care. Because most likely, most of you aren't even gonna use it because those co-payments are a lot of money too, right? So most likely you're not going to use it unless you absolutely need it, and the numbers bear it out all the time.
And you get a very slim choice. You don't really get to choose between different companies. You get to choose between different plans within the company.
Yeah.
Your company chooses their insurance.
Yep. What else you got, Break?
That's it.
All right, Eric, did you have any stinkos this week?
Yeah, Sony's doubling down and staying the course on its no disc plan.
Go ahead. I think it's going to backfire on them the next generation. But future generations, they're going to be fine. But the next generation, they're blowing it because of one thing and one thing only: backwards compatibility. The people that own PS5s right now, those are.
They still sell a disc drive for the PS6, but they're definitely not going to produce games with.
They're not going to produce them, but watch, it's going to hurt them. It's going to hurt them more than help. Bernie, do you have
that's on top of the crazy price targets?
Yeah, exactly. Bernie.
Oh, TikTok decided to show a man cutting himself for 20 minutes instead of cutting off the live.
Saw that.
Oh,
Perez Hilton.
Perez Hilton. Now I'm still
He was naked and bloody and cutting himself.
Yeah, he was cutting himself on a live stream, and it was awful. I saw about 10 seconds of it, and I was like, Bernie, I can't watch it. Does anybody know who Perez Hilton is?
Yeah, I know, yes.
He's like a real prevalent kind of paparazzi guy that gets all the scoop from the celebrities and stuff, but he had a mental breakdown. And luckily his kids left the premises before that happened with an aunt or something. But yeah, it was awful, Breakman. It was, and Eric, it was hard to watch. I felt so bad for him and his family and everybody involved. And when I talk about mental health, these are the type of things that I'm talking about. I mean, it's really awful.
And it caused a lot of people to have mental health issues watching it.
Yeah.
Because they didn't cut it off.
Super disturbing. A while back, let me tell you guys.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Let me tell you guys how how devastated I was to see something. Okay, I do other work. I'm an activist and a civil rights investigator and a cop watcher and all that stuff. So I got a tip that someone had hung themselves in the local park of ours. So I had went to cover the story because I'm a journalist as well, and it affected me so bad when I saw this. Like I didn't go, right up to the body or anything like that, but from a distance I saw this guy. It ended up being an Asian guy that hung himself for whatever reason. He probably himself had some mental health issues or whatever. We'll never know. But Bernie can tell you, I had a hard time with it for a very, very long time. It was rough when I was talking about it because I was reporting the news like I always do. Like I had a hard time explaining things, and I kind of broke down a little bit because the only thing I could think about was what was going through this person's mind that they thought that they had to do that, and I felt bad because I'm like, I wish I could have reached this guy, because there's a saying that I have on all of my MLH streams where I talk about mental health, and if you reach out to somebody that love and trust, stuff like that. And if you can't, email me, and if I don't get back to you in a timely fashion, remember, there's always someone out there that, thinks, thinks you're the best, or, whatever I say at the end of my shows. This is why, because I don't want somebody doing something like that, and sometimes it's as simple as saying hi to someone, reaching out to someone. Every once in a while I'll reach out to Eric and Break and say, hey, how's it going? When I think of you guys, it's not easy. I've got a long list of people that have contacted me that have had problems either in their personal lives or they're thinking about doing something, and I'm always the positive one saying, but how do I know what's going on in these people's lives? I just want to give them a reason to not do something like that. That's it, and it just, when she showed me this, I was like, that's all I can take. I can't watch anymore. I thought it was fake. We
cut the live.
Yeah, I thought it was fake. I didn't think it was real, but this guy kept doing it over. You could just see him. He took a knife and he would, slice his arms really good to where it was bleeding, or his chest, or his face, or, all. And I was like, I can't watch anymore. I couldn't watch it. It was tough to watch.
It was just shocking that they kept it going.
25 minutes.
He stopped the live, restarted it, stopped the live again, restarted it, stopped it again, then they cut it. So in that whole span of time, it was like 25 minutes of people watching this guy prance around naked, cutting himself.
Yeah, it was pretty insane, and he's in a hospital now, so I hope he recovers. I hope he gets the help. The first thing he said when he woke up is, I need help. So if that isn't screaming mental health issues, then there's nothing else. I know it's hard to talk about and stuff, and I know we've all, including on this show, have had issues and stuff, and it's really bad. And I feel bad for anybody that has to go through any of that. So that's a pretty bad one. Let's see. I did Bernie. I did Break, Eric. If you guys hear anything, that's my dog Daisy playing with her octopus. Okay. Mine is I hurt my back pretty bad.
Picking up Daisy.
I think it was. I think me, because this dog we took her to go get the stitches out of her eyes. She had eye surgeries, right? And it was cherry eye. Dogs get cherry eye, and certain dogs get cherry eyes, and they fixed the cherry eyes before we even knew she was at the shelter. But we had to take her back to get those stitches out, and she was real, like, woozy and, like, walking around wobbly and stuff. And so, I wasn't going to make her walk up the stairs, so I picked her up, and I think that's what killed my back. So I've been having a hard time with my back. But all right, that's all the bad stuff. Let's get to some Really good stuff here.
Dude, what does my tattoo say?
Sweet of the week.
All right, Breakman, your Sweetos of the week.
More progressives are winning,
Hmm.
so
Abdul
maybe
Sayed
we'll get
won.
some good news this November.
Yeah, well, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Abdul Sayed won, which I thought was really, really funny.
Yeah.
They've spent $63 million on a primary, the Democrats did, APAC mostly, and they lost. And I couldn't be
Good.
happier. He destroyed her in every debate, Breakman. I was watching some of the debates, and it was all about, the support of the Israeli government. He made sure to make that distinction between supporting Israel and supporting their government. They're two different things, and every time he just wiped her out, which I thought was awesome. He ended up winning by a small margin, but I don't care. He won.
won.
That's
what matters.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see if he can beat the Republican, and we can take that seat. That'd be really good. What else you got, Break?
Mitch McConnell's dead. I shouldn't celebrate that, but it's good news for the world.
I agree. What else?
That's it. I don't have
we
any
all know-
proof, but we know he's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just keeping. They're doing. If you play Blasphemous, they're doing what they did with that one boss where they were uplifting the skeletal pope and animating him to make it look like he's still alive.
Oh my God, horrible. Bernie, do you have any Sweetos
Can
this
I
week?
say it?
Wait, I don't know what you're gonna say. Oh yeah, absolutely.
I got a new job.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
yeah. That should have been your stinko, is losing your other one.
Yeah, that was my stinko, losing my other one for no reason at all.
Yeah, no reason. She had failed a couple of inspections within a certain period of time, but every follow-up inspection was great. So I don't know. That was their reasoning, but the truth is she was the person make
They
the
wanted to get rid of you.
third most money in the company, other than the owner and the director.
Which wasn't very much, mind you.
It wasn't very much. She made pretty much minimum wage in Denver, y'all.
For an area manager.
She was an area manager making minimum wage. So it was horrible. But she found a different, better job, and she's going to be starting real soon. So that's really good. Let's see. Eric, your Sweeto of the week.
My sweet. I don't have any Sweetos really.
I do. Daisy.
Daisy!
Daisy's my Sweeto. Hi, Daisy. You heard your name? You don't want to be on camera? Okay, cool. But that's my Sweeto, is we finally got a dog after all this time. How many years?
Nice.
Oh, what, 6 years?
It's been 6 years since we've had a dog, so it was
She's
time.
as sweet as pie.
Yeah, the sweetest pit bull you'll ever see. Oh, look at that.
Aww.
What are you doing?
It's
Hey,
a
come
doggy
here.
butt.
There you are.
Aw,
Aww.
Hey, girl.
yeah. And she also got a pink collar. That's cool. So that's my Sweeto.
That
So,
was my second sweeto.
Daisy.
Daisy.
Yeah, Daisy is awesome. She's over there, but she don't want to be on camera apparently. Come here, girl. Come here. Come up here. Come on. Everybody wants to see you. Come here. Come on. Jump up here. Come on. Come here. Look. There you go.
There you go.
You guys see her?
There's Daisy.
There's
Aw.
Daisy.
A nice pink color.
I know. Pink is
She's a
perfect.
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daisy Duke, like Dukes of Hazzard, even though it's a racist show. I wanted to, if I had a male, I was going to name it Roscoe P. Coltrane.
I was thinking Daisy is in Mario.
No. Daisy Duke. You know. But, yeah. So that was my Sweeto. All right, what are we doing, guys? Do you want to do game night break? Do we have time?
I don't know if we have time. We have a half hour.
I feel
Half
like
hour.
you should fix your audio issues first.
Well, his audio issues are fixed, aren't they?
No.
I mean, I
it's
still hear my voice, but it's
Yeah.
better than hearing an echo.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm hearing the echo. I don't know why.
You want to wait till next week break when you get your audio issues fixed and you're good to go?
I guess we could try.
Yeah.
I just think we need more time than a half hour.
I agree. Well, let's do this. Break if
Another full episode of just nothing but game night. Then
Well, we talked about a lot of stuff. One thing we could talk about for a few minutes here is the physical thing with Sony. I don't. I think there's still fallout on that. I think there's a lot of people that are pissed off.
No.
Be a good girl. What are you doing? You're not. Don't bite. Be a good
I mean,
girl.
Sony's still like basically putting on a big face right now because all this stuff. There was like a message that went out, but basically they've only been speaking to investors at this point. But I think they've been lying to the investors, and once the investors realize that they're being lied to, things is going to go really quickly.
Yeah.
How are they lying to the investors?
They're basically saying that it's like that they don't see an issue with them discontinuing disc.
They're saying it's popular with the fans.
They're basically just blowing smoke up their butt and saying it's not a problem. This is not a problem.
Okay.
Yeah. I think. Look. We talk about end stage capitalism all the time, right? Like, what really is end stage capitalism to you guys? Breakman, what is end stage capitalism to you?
When only the elite can afford to be, well, consumers.
So
The rest of us are either labor or dead.
okay, so there was a movie that came out, and I thought it was a great movie. It's called Land of the Dead. It was George Romero's third entry, I believe, into the Dead movies. First it was Night of the Living Dead, or fourth movie. Night of the Living Dead, Day of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead, and then Land of the Dead, right? Land of the Dead was kind of the evolution of both the way the zombies acted in those movies and the way people acted in those movies, right? If you remember, Night of the Living Dead was just the very beginning of whatever outbreak happened with the zombies. Day of the Dead? Yeah, Day of the Dead was the military underground with some civilians, and it was kind of a fight between the civilians and the military, and some experiments that were going on with the zombies, right? The zombies were evolving. The people were evolving in different ways, right? They were evolving to be combative with each other. And then Dawn of the Dead was purely about humanity hanging on, right? Like barely all of them were humanity hanging on, but it got to the nitty gritty with Dawn. Well, Land of the Living Dead took it one step further, just to what you were saying, Breakman, with the zombies evolving to where now they can really shoot guns, right? The leader of the zombies was evolving to be able. He remembered his training in the army or whatever, and he was starting to use guns, right? And knowing that they weren't being treated right. Well, the only people that were left were in this citadel, right? It was like a high-rise complex where the pores were at the bottom, and this is not a unique concept either, right? You had the people that were going out and getting the supplies for the rich people at the top, and they were also getting benefits from that, right? And you had the poor people who had to just, you see this concept in a lot of movies. Mad Max kind of had this theme with Fury Road, I believe, where the big dude at the top had the water, and he would release the water to the people down below, and they had to fight for it. And I mean, it was just awful. They've had other things like this, other movies that kind of go off the same theme. But I think you're right, Breakman. But with all of this, there is a breaking point, and it has happened in human history. Okay, remember. Let them eat cake is a phrase that I'll say from time to time on here, and that was the elites in the French Revolution that were saying, oh, they want cake, well, let them eat cake, let them have cake, fuck it, I mean, they're getting riled up, give them cake. Well, people wanted more than cake, and you know what they ended up doing? They ended up forcing the French Revolution, and they started using guillotines. literally, to take the elite, the nobles, right? And there you go, that right there, the guillotine. So right now, we're kind of going through that. We're going through that right now. There's going to be a billionaire somewhere that's going to be on the end of one of those guillotines at some point. And that's when the revolution is going to
Talking
start.
about literal or metaphorical at this point?
What's that?
Depending on how long it takes to happen.
Hey,
The longer we
Fabdriz.
wait, the better
Yeah.
chance it gets violent.
Yep. Fabdriz says, have a great weekend. Good show tonight, panel. Thank you very much, Fabdriz. Really appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for chiming in. Really appreciate it.
Drizzly do.
So yeah, I agree. I think it is going to take that one. The Zuckerbergs of the world, the Bezos of the world. One of those guys, Musk. One of those guys is going to be at the end of a guillotine at some point. And if you don't believe me, all you got to do is think about the January 6th insurrection and think about what these people who elected Donald Trump and Mike Pence wanted to do to Mike Pence. So if you don't think the rest of us aren't capable of doing something like that, you need to read the history books. I'm not saying I personally would be involved in any
Bless
of that.
you.
Thank you.
But I'm saying that eventually something like this is going to happen. At some point, the people will rise up and do something to right the wrongs that have been committed. Now, here's another thing. Money. Money is the root of all evil, right? What are we doing at the end of this year? We're getting rid of pennies, right? That's because it costs too much to make them. Whatever the excuse they give you, pretty soon it's going to be nickels, and then it's going to be dimes, and then it's going to be quarters, and then it's going to be 50-cent pieces. Then it's going to be dollars, and then it's going to be paper dollars. And then there's going to be no more physical money, right? You won't be able to pay for anything physically. So, you see where I'm going, Breakman? You see where I'm going with this? When you don't have something physical to back up what you're doing, we really are living in a simulation right now. I'm not talking like the traditional computer simulation shit, which there's thoughts to that. I'm talking.
But you're saying that at any time, what we have could be deleted. Essentially,
just like the physical copies that we held on to. The digital copies of those same things could be gone like that. Our money
without you never knowing,
gone like that. And that's when, if we don't rise then, when are we going to rise? I think truly, there's one scenario, Breakman and Eric and Bernie, where I think we better hope for this with AI, right? We really better hope with it. There was a video that I watched where there were 12 scenarios, and I think I explained it before, where one of the scenarios was the AI decides to give us a chance, right? So they make it a utopia for us. They take care of all of our diseases. They take care of all of our monetary needs. We no longer need money. We can just go and take a cruise, for instance, and we don't need to work for it. You know what I mean? As hard as we do. We don't have to buy. We don't have to worry about having a really nice house because they provide it for us, right? And I'm talking about everybody worldwide, right? They solve all these problems: hunger, famine, all this stuff. They solve it. So it's a utopia. It's a utopia until it's not a utopia anymore, right? When somebody decides on their own volition, which humans will always. I'm not saying everybody is bad. But for the most part, people are good. But there's always that subsection of people that will want more and more and more and more, right? But
we see that today.
The AI will give us a chance, and they'll say, look, if you guys can get along and hang out and enjoy the fruits of all your labor, then you can live forever here. Until you can't live forever here, and you start fucking up. You see what I'm saying? So you're right, Breakman. This physical thing is a lot deeper than what people are even contemplating right now, because eventually that physical money that you have ain't going to be physical anymore, and it can be taken for. Matter of fact, it happens now when people scam you. At one point in my life,
is this the real reason they kept talking silver?
What's that?
You see all these people talking about you get out of this in silver.
Yeah. That's exactly
Oh,
why.
silver. I thought
Yeah.
you said sober.
That's what I thought
I
he
was
said too.
confused.
Yeah, gold and silver, right? You hear that all the time, Eric. Yes, but
Mm-hmm.
there is thoughts to it. I mean, but if nobody's accepting gold and silver, what do you? I mean, what are you to do? Then gold and silver becomes worthless because you can't trade it anywhere, right? So, I mean, this is what I'm really talking about here, guys.
They kind of do that in the Fallout games. You know how they have money. You can get money. You can get cash, but it's called pre-war money, and it's useless. It's worthless.
Yeah, yeah.
They've switched to using bottle caps as money.
Yep. Well, it's like this whole Doge thing, right? Doge. I know people were laughing at it and stuff, but there were a lot of people that were behind Doge as the new currency, right? And it could have happened if the momentum kept shifting towards Doge and everybody kept investing in Doge like over and over and again. It would have become the current currency. There was no doubt about it. It was a mathematical probability than possibility, right? But because people get scared, they sell it right away, and then then you're left with nothing pretty much because it tanks because everybody sells, right?
Well, right now our president's trying to push crypto, so I can see him. If he's the king in 3 more years or whatever, we'll be all using crypto, not cash.
I hope that doesn't come to happen, Breakman, but stranger things have happened, right? So, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I don't think he's smart enough to do it, Breakman. He really isn't.
Well, I mean, if 3 years he'd be out of office unless he, takes over.
Right. So we'll know one way or another 2.5 years from now. We'll know. We'll know. I just don't think it's going to happen. He's not smart enough. If it would have been J.D. Vance is a lot smarter.
I just read a Blue Sky post that suggests that he's quietly using him for his replacement in 2028.
J.D. Vance?
He'll have J.D. Vance run for the presidency.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Trump knows he's on borrowed time now.
Yeah. So, anyways, I think that should be it. Unless you have anything to say on that, sweetheart. Would you like a world where money is non-existent?
Yes.
We would be happier.
We would be.
Or the
happy.
very least,
We wouldn't have to
Star
freaking
Trek,
work
where
2 million hours
we're
a week.
so plentiful that it doesn't really matter anymore.
You really don't have to work to stay alive, is what you're saying. That would be awesome.
You could actually do what you enjoy to do. People would be happier. I wouldn't need fucking airplane value to solve the world's problems.
Airplane volume. I like Bernie's idea of airplane volume.
I think there's a lot of people on this planet that need to calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
I think the temperature definitely has risen quite a bit in the past 10 years.
I think a utopia would be way better.
I'm down for the utopia vision of things. I'd at least like to experience that in my lifetime, guys. You know what I'm saying? I mean, give us about 100 years, 200
You
years.
want to go eat lobster? Let's go jet across the country and eat lobster.
Yeah.
You want to go on a cruise just for the fuck of it? Let's go on a cruise just for the fuck of it.
No, not really, but I get your point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what if there's someplace? Look, a lot of people work all their lives so they could retire and go to places, right? I mean, that's pretty much the gist of it, Breakman. You know, they want to retire and take a trip to fucking Hawaii, let's say, or take a trip to Italy or someplace that they've never been.
Or Poland.
Nobody wants to go to Poland. I mean, are you kidding?
I do.
I know you do, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I think that
Not just that. Like, think about what people could create if they had time.
Yeah. The amount of creativity, but see, then you get labeled a liberal creative mess or something, and people hate it.
I want to be a hippie.
A hippie, so do I.
Live in the earth.
I'll eternally hate the right for is conflating liberal with leftists and just not understanding what either of those mean.
Well, they're bringing back the term communist now.
Oh, I know.
Oh yeah, communist and socialism, another thing.
Yeah, so stupid.
Marxism, socialism, and communism are all the exact same to them.
Yeah. Endgame capitalism is going to be AI and robots doing all the jobs the elite need done, so they don't need the poor people to do them anymore. Well, where are they going to get their money from? I mean, honestly, I mean, these elites that, you know, I know what you're saying. It's true. In every business, you see kiosks. McDonald's has kiosks. That gets rid of the need for somebody. They're going to have robots to make the food. They're going to have robots to do this. Wall-E did a really good job of this, by the way. Has anybody seen the movie Wall-E?
No.
Yeah, of course. Wally's awesome.
Wall-E's a great movie. It's a Pixar movie. And you should watch it, Bernie. It's really good. But it basically paints this future that we're talking about here. And if we don't do something, we're going to lose it all. So anyways, that's a very candid way of ending things, I would say, gentlemen. What do you say? Should we put a wrap to this one?
Here's what I think.
Yeah, guillotine. There you go, man.
I like his little guillotine.
I love it too. It's like, is that an earring, Brakeman?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I saw those earrings somewhere, and I thought they were fantastic. It's a little guillotine. You should like get a little figure, and then put that little figure in there and see if the guillotine actually works. Brakeman.
I think I have some skeleton earrings.
Oh, there you go. But put a skeleton in there, and then just boom, just to see if it works. That'd be awesome.
A heart.
Oh,
Or
look
heart.
at that.
Rose. What am I talking about?
There you go.
That's pretty.
Where did our dog go? Oh, there she is. Okay. All right. I think that puts a capper on things.
Oh, wait, hold on. He's trying to show us something.
What? He showed us his earring.
He's going to put it in.
Oh, the guillotine earring? Oh, there you go.
Dun, dun, dun.
There you go. The danglies. He's taking it back to the
Nice.
80s where they used to wear dangly earrings.
Nice.
Yeah.
That
I
was
like
hilarious.
danglies.
Yeah. Danglies. Danglies.
I like dinglies.
I like the word danglies.
I like dinglies.
Shut up. Get out of here. You like dinglings, not
I was
danglies.
talking about earrings.
Yeah, right. I'm sure she was talking about earrings, right? We all believe that.
Yep.
All right. Let's go with Brakeman. Plug away, sir.
You can plug.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Ooh, that last note was bad.
Freak 5 says, I want to go to Amsterdam. My plan is if Mrs. Freak dies before I do, I'm using her life insurance money to go to Amsterdam and hire a prostitute. I'm curious about if a professional does it better. God. Of course a professional does it better, Freak 5. Come on, man. Anyways, what's up, girl? You want to come say hi? Oh, what a good girl. All right. Is that all your plugs, Break?
You can follow me at the Breakman on Blue Sky.
Eric, your plugs, sir.
You can find my written reviews of the past on BostonBrigade.com, or you can listen to my new stuff. I didn't get anything this week, but there's always something on. I hope I have something next week.
All right,
Probably
no worries.
because I wanted to do it today, but I didn't get to it. But I'll definitely get to it soon,
That's all good.
along with a couple other things. But
Ooh, that's
Ooh,
either of
cool.
those things that you want to support me, there is a link to my Patreon and my Blue Sky or Mastodon profiles, which are on at RPGrinders. So either of those, and set the link to my Patreon's in there.
All
You want
right.
to send me as little as $1 per month or whatever, or for one time, that would help out.
Oh, look
Here's
at
what I
that.
wanted to- Pride.
That's cool. Is that like a light up one, or is that just the light?
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, that's fucking cool as fuck.
That's cool. I like
Yeah,
that
I
one.
like that. All right, very cool. Very, very cool. Bernie, do you have any plugs?
Oh, if I turn it off.
Yeah, I want to plug the idiot that fired me.
Why?
Look
You wanna
at
plug
people
him
on
with,
the
like,
face when you fire them.
A plunger or something?
Yeah, you wanna plug him with a plunger? or-
No. I was going to say, look at people in the face when you fire them.
Oh
Pro
yeah.
tip.
He couldn't
And-
look her in the face.
And I want to give Daisy a shout out because she's pretty cool.
Yeah, Daisy is cool. I don't got anything for you guys right now. Just join us next week.
You
What?
don't have nothing to plug?
Not really. Oh, go watch Spider-Man. It's fucking awesome. Brakeman, you gotta watch Spider-Man, dude. One way or another, just watch it. And let me just put it this way, Brakeman. When's the last time you heard me give something a 10 out of 10?
Nice.
So,
I don't think I've heard you give a 10 out of 10 since Dunkirk.
Yeah, since Dunkirk, I don't think I've given it 10. out of
Maybe
10.
one more in between there, but I don't remember what it was.
I'm pretty sure that was the last 10 out of 10 that I gave. But yeah, go watch Spider-Man. It's great. All right, that's all we got. We'll see you guys next. Anything else, gentlemen?
No?
All right, stay safe this week. We want to see you back next week. Take care, everybody. Have a good one.